Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to the first ever Last Resort Theory. What is Last Resort Theory, your console asks? Well, it's basically just off-brand game theory, so do with that what you will. Also, the name is very subject to change, so don't get attached to it, and so isn't this. I don't know if I'm going to keep it unless you guys will really like it. So, anyways, speaking of things that are subject to change, Stardew Valley has just had a major update. Good segue, right? Anyways, this update brought countless new things to the valley, from new winter clothes to mystery boxes to tons of new dialogue to... Wait a minute, go back one. Mystery boxes? Why? Well, besides the fact that they're fun, I'm going to figure out everything else about them. Now, to figure out why these are added as well as what lore they may have to offer, we must first explain how to get them in-game. For me, I got my first feel at the Trout Derby, but that's not guaranteed for everyone. So, canonically, Mr. Key, the owner of the casino in the desert, and as well as the Golden Walnut Room on Ginger Island, drops tons of these suckers from his plane into the valley. This cutscene is seen either after 50 in-game days or after collecting 2 prize tickets from the quest billboard in town. The mystery boxes cannot be obtained before this cutscene except for the Trout Derby, at least that I know of. I could be wrong. So anyways, my first thought leads me to say that Mr. Key dropped all these boxes to mine shoal citizens of the valley, and with the help of the person running the Trout Derby, he made it seem like a normal part of life has to lull the player and the citizens into false insecurity and make it easier for him to control them. Now, obviously, I'm joking. Or am I? No, I'm joking. I believe the real reason that Mr. Key released these boxes is actually more meticulous and greedy corporate vibes kind of reason. So let's get into it. Where can you actually find these boxes? Well, they can be obtained from pretty much doing anything you can think of, whether it's digging up artifact spots with your hoe, mining, killing monsters, or the aforementioned Trout Derby. So now that we got that covered, what can you do with them? Well, similar to any geode or artifact trove, mystery boxes can be opened by the blacksmith Clint or using a geode crusher. Once open, they can give you a variety of items, almost anything you can think of. There's also another type of mystery box called the Golden Mystery Box, which can be bought from the Raccoon Wife at the Giant Stump after getting the random Heavy Winds event and completing a few of the Raccoon Husband quests. Golden Mystery Boxes can also be obtained after getting Foraging Mastery. They're very similar to normal mystery boxes. They contain all the same items, plus a few more, which are unlocked for normal mystery boxes after opening 10 of them, the original ones, of course. However, there are two exceptions to this, plus the fact that they can't be opened by Geode Crusher, only by Clint. But anyways, the exception items, are the Auto Petter and the Golden Animal Crackers, which are exclusive to the Golden Mystery Box. These both make sense as they are very rare items, as the Auto Petter's only other way of being found is at chests in the Skull Caverns for a very low chance, and the Golden Animal Cracker can only be found after achieving Farming Mastery, and can be collected from doing which can be collected from doing a variety of different farming-related tasks. So now the question is, not just why is Mr. Key deploying the mystery boxes across the valley, but also why is there a golden version which only has exclusives to animals, well, that are related to animals? Well, I believe that I found the reason. And that it not only involves greed, but also malice. When the player first learns of Mr. Key, it is through his quest line where he employs the player to do a variety of tasks for him, allowing the player to into the casino in the back of Sandy's shop in the desert. That was at least until 1.6, where he is first met, usually, on average for most people, through the deployment of the mystery boxes. This is important because long before the player even learned the casino, Mr. Key has already introduced himself with another form of gambling. A form of gambling that is free and only requires time to achieve. You can see where I'm going, right? My point is that Mr. Key is trying to get the player and the villagers of the valley addicted to gambling, so when the desert is finally unlocked, they will already be hooked on his casino. And that wraps us up. That's the end of the first resort theory. Last resort theory. Well, I thought so. And then I realized that it's really only the beginning. Something was stuck in the back of my head when I was writing this. It all made sense, except for the Golden Mystery Boxes. Or, to be more specific, they're exclusives. The Auto Petter and the Golden Animal Cracker. God. Why those specific items? Well, at first, obviously, I thought it was just because they were hard to get their hands on, but then I remembered something. There was a new farm type added in Stardew Valley 1.6, the Meadowlands farm, which is almost purely animal-focused, being the only farm type to differ from the starting 15 parsnip seeds, and instead starting the player with 15 hay for their chickens, which also differs from every other farm type. So maybe Mr. Key was just trying to get the player to choose these farms specifically. This farm specifically. Well, no, he actually wasn't. The last, 2 minutes have just been a bunch of complete random stuff that I made up. I just wanted to throw you off. The farm does exist. It just has nothing to do with this theory. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Anyways, the actual reason that Mr. Key had these items be too exclusive to the Gold Mystery Box was because they help the player more likely to spend money at the casino, and also to encourage them to be devoted enough to look for the harder of the two boxes. Now, why does the Raccoon Wife sell them? This is simply because the Raccoon Wife likely dug through the trash in the valley and found them, and as they are animal related, it was easier for her to find. So that's it, right? That just solidifies the idea that Mr. Key is greedy and wants your money. No. There's still one more thing I forgot to mention that you're probably going to hate me for not mentioning. And that is that there's another new cutscene with Mr. Key. One that can be found on the very first day. To get this cutscene, you must use the animation of the scythe to glitch outside the border of the area, around Robin and Demetrius' house/shop, and go around the border into another section of the valley where you must glitch again and get into the summit, where the summit cutscene would normally occur after achieving perfection. But at this point, instead, Mr. Key will scold the player for cheating and then push him off the summit, and they will awaken Harvey's clinic. This is very, very important, as it shows how much Mr. Key cares about the intended secret story of the game, as well as the character putting hard work in to achieve it. This is why Mr. Key secretly guides the player along and shows them the Gold Walnut Room, where the idea to achieve perfection is first introduced. The reason Key does this is it's revealed to be that he was once an acquaintance of the player's grandfather and was trying to help them. Very wholesome, right? However, it does not take away from the fact that he is constantly trying to make a quick buck with the provided addiction to gambling from the mystery boxes and the casino, as well as his own bulletin board in the Walnut Room. That is the greedy side of Mr. Key, and the side of malice is shown through the assault at the cheated summit and his belligerence if you use more than 10 staircases reaching level 100 in the Skull Caverns. That is the first ever Last Resort theory. That name is probably going to change by the next one of these videos, if there is another one. But anyways, thank you for watching. And remember that I am not a good theorist, nor will I ever be. Now, this has been my 30th something take of this script. Oh my god, this was hell to read. I don't know how people do it. If you really like this video, please consider liking it and subscribe if you want to see more, so I know that there's, to make more of them. Also, if you guys want to, just comment down below and I might make a bloopers video of all my mess ups recording this, because some of them are pretty funny. Yeah. Thank you for watching.